Welcome back to Combat Sports Weekly. This is the part where we take a look at headlines and highlights. Let's start off with the national headlines. It was dubbed the fight of the century. Good thing this century is only 15 years in, as Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao fought to a lackluster fight at the MGM Grand in an easy unanimous decision victory for Floyd Mayweather. This fight is likely to surpass the 4 million pay-per-view mark if you're listening to reports that Yahoo is putting out. Actually, 500,000 pay-per-view buys were purchased hours before the fight even took place. As far as Manny Pacquiao, he's now the subject of a $5 million lawsuit in Nevada after being accused of lying over a shoulder injury that he sustained before the fight. Of course, the fight before Mayweather. Two people in Nevada have alleged that the boxer defrauded ticket buyers, television viewers, and gamblers. The Nevada Athletic Commission says that Pacquiao did not declare that he had an injury in a pre-fight questionnaire. So, nonetheless, they might have a legitimate beef. Ultimately, the thing might be settled out of court or dropped after all. I don't think that they'll get their full $5 million worth, but still something to keep an eye out on. As far as Floyd Mayweather, there was a potential hint by Leonard Ellaby, who's the CEO of the money team, that Amir Khan was actually hinted or suggested to fight Floyd Mayweather in his fight in September. We're not sure how that will actually play out, or if that fight will even take place. After the fight, Amir Khan actually ran into Adrian Broner, and both guys challenged each other, with Khan even saying that he'd back out of his May 29th fight against Chris Algieri. So it's a fight that I think some boxing fans are looking forward to. Ultimately, a lot of people might feel Mayweather might outclass him, but nonetheless, Khan is one of the younger fighters and a pretty good fighter in himself. Back to UFC news, we have two local fighters, Michelle Waterson out of Albuquerque, Jackson's MMA, and Angela Magana, who grew up in Farmington, New Mexico, and primarily trains in Thailand, will actually fight July 12th in Michelle Waterson's UFC debut. The fight's supposed to take place in a unknown venue as of yet in Miami, Florida. The main event for that fight is going to be Benson Henderson versus Michael Johnson. So this is a big national fight that's taking, or local fight that's taking national implications. So nonetheless, we look forward to that one as two New Mexicans go at it there. And more UFC news. Mark Hunt is back in action in Australia this weekend as he takes on Stipe Miocic. I always butcher his name, but the prelims for that one start at 5:45 Mountain Time. Keep an eye out on the co-main event of that fight. Brad Tavares and Robert Whittaker could be a potential, not necessarily fight of the year, but one of the top maybe 20 fights of the year. It's one that I'm particularly looking forward to. So Australia, again, the main card starts at 9 p.m. Mountain. It's all going to be streamed on UFC Fight Pass. Fight that you can also catch Saturday night. Canelo Alvarez and James Kirkland will be facing off at the Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. Of course, the baseball stadium where the Houston Astros play. Canelo Alvarez is no stranger to Texas, of course, having fought there and, of course, defeating local fighter Austin Trout for his WBA title a couple of years ago. So it should be a pretty good card. Another Texas fight. They have all the fights there in Southeast Texas this weekend. Omar Figueroa will be taking on Ricky Burns. This is going to be a non-title fight. Burns, of course, losing his title to Terrence Crawford last year. The fight has a special showing time, 2 p.m. on CBS, live from Hidalgo, Texas. A local fighter is also on that card, although his opponent has changed. We'll be hitting that in the local headlines. So with that said, let's jump right into those local headlines.